Hello everyone, this is Tip.me. I'm here today with another MTG Arena Brawl video. Now in today's video I'm playing a Tezzeret artifact deck. Now in the last video I did this detailed explanation, however in this video it's pretty simple. I play a bunch of artifacts, then play Tezzeret to finish the game. That's the entire deck. Tezzeret is expensive commander, so he's really just my finisher. The rest of the deck just relies on artifacts. So, this game starts off really well. I get lots of artifacts out, but I activate a bag of holding forgetting that Narset's on the field, and I feel like an idiot. But it's fine. I've done stupider things. So I create a 5/5 Trampler to deal with Narset. It also is protected from multicolor, which means things like Nico Bolas can't deal with it. However, he's only played single color things, so it doesn't really matter. And so at this point, I have the capability of playing Tezzeret, so what I do that, and I can basically every turn +1 him to ping him for however many artifacts I have, and then gain that much life. So if I have tons of artifacts, that's crazy. And so they get to chip at him, but now, you know, I have lots of artifacts now. I should play that first, and I get to ping him. Now, that's not the only thing he does. So his +1 obviously lets me ping him. However, he also gives all creatures and planeswalkers affinity for artifacts, which basically means they cost 1 less for each artifact I control. So you'll be able to see that most creatures I'm able to cast for very cheap once I have them out. He does have other abilities. He has the ability to -3 to create an artifact, or to summon an artifact from the graveyard to your hand, and then his -8 lets you, I believe, look at the top, like, 10 cards of your library and put all artifacts on the battlefield. Now let me explain how I just won that. So this game's really fast, I'm not going to explain it because he just concedes. But basically what I did there was I kept pinging him with Tezzeret, and then I used that key thing to make my 8/8 unblockable, and then I swung. And another thing you might not have seen is I used the key thing to untap the snake, which has reach, to kill the attacker, so that also helped a lot. Oh, I guess this guy doesn't concede. Either way, so, on to this game. So this person, yeah, he concedes after I play Ashiat and exile his graveyard. He must do something with graveyards or just not want to deal with mill, thinking I'm playing a mill deck. Alright, so here I start off with 1 cheap artifacts and then a artifact, like, I don't know, a artifact benefactor, someone who benefits from artifacts, but instead I decide to play Emery, which loads my graveyard, and allows me to basically, when an artifact dies, just recreate it from the graveyard. However, Kaya kind of is like, nope, you don't get to do that, so that's kind of infuriating. But it's fine, he gets this crazy value with all this boost, and he has Kaya, and everything looks like it's going crazy, and just, he starts exiling everything from my graveyard, so at this point Emery is kind of useless. And I do pull something called Grafdigger's Cage. Now, you'll notice I did get Tezzeret out, so at this point, the game kind of is at a stall, and I get Tezzeret out. Now, next turn, I can ultimate him if he doesn't attack. Now, I don't know if he realizes this, but I end up deciding to counter Teysa, forgetting that he can actually, like, pay for it, because he can tap that thing for mana, but it doesn't really end up mattering. He ends up deciding to attack me instead of my Planeswalker, and then I destroy Teysa. I needed to kill him for that spell to work, but then I play this, and I get to put a bunch of stuff on the field. So now I have a ton of stuff on the field. You'll notice I think I have now some more mana, and then it's just kind of crazy. So now his +1 also does a ton more damage. I have a 9/3, and I can give that 9/3 unblockable. Now currently he does have a lot of mana, but they kill Tezzeret, and he respawns. I can recast him, because at this point he gave me a bunch of mana with his ultimate. I can keep swinging, and he's going to keep letting an 8/8 hit him, which is kind of crazy. Not that he's letting him hit him, but that, you know, this is happening. And at this point, Tezzeret's not going to be able to stay on the field very long, because he has flyers and I don't. But at the same time, I am slowly winning. He does have a ton of health, because he's been gaining life from all the life linkers. However, I also now have a 10/3 unblockable, and I love seeing people's, like, brain, like, how it works, and when they see, like, oh, this is how this is working, or, like, they're like, wait, why can't I block this? And you can see them hover over the two. It's really fun. But this deck's a lot more simple than Feather. I mean, it's just play artifacts, then play Tezzeret, and hope Tezzeret's enough to power you through. This is worse than the Feather deck. If you're going to spend your wildcards on something, spend it on the Feather deck. This deck is just fun. I love Tezzeret. I think he's a really fun planeswalker. Now, I got the question in the last video, why do I do these so fast? It's because this is more meant to just show you how the deck works, and it's not so much, let's play MTG Arena together. But yeah, me dropping Tezzeret basically makes him concede. I don't know if I actually would have won that. It would have been close. But anyway, now I'm playing against a Judith deck. I don't know what's... Oh, yeah. I was just... One thing to note, and I was going to use this to talk about Brawl, is that currently Brawl has no impact to it, so people concede a lot more, I noticed. I tried to cut out all the conceding, but I did leave a couple of them now. This person's playing Judith, and I pulled an awesome pull Finale of Devastation. I'm able to kill both of his creatures for 4 mana, and he concedes. Conceding, do it. Obviously, it's meant to be efficient, but it is kind of annoying. I think a ranked Brawl would be cool. I know it's supposed to be casual, and I hope Brawl becomes an everyday format. Oh my gosh, I love it so much more than Standard right now. That's kind of why I'm sticking away from Standard for the next month. I'm making this like a Brawl month where most of my videos are going to be about Brawl, at least my gameplay ones. If you guys enjoyed this, the deck list will be in the description down below. I know it was a shorter video. It was actually really hard to get wins with this deck, so again, I do not recommend you build it, but if you want to see what cards I played with, you can do that. As always, this has been Tip Top Gaming. I hope to see you guys in the next one.